Hi guys, Joe here, Sports Officer, pronouns he, him. Today I'm going to be answering my scrutiny questions for you. Question numero uno. The Clubs Committee Handbook key challenge was the lack of buy-in from the university's IT team. What are your plans to overcome this challenge, and do you think it would be possible to make use of the Students' Union resources to do so? So originally the committee handbook or SharePoint was a kind of idea that we came about to assist the committees into their training and also what they need to do in their role. Annoyingly, because the IT department weren't comfortable on making that happen, we kind of had a setback and they said they didn't want to do it or they weren't going to do it. I chased it up and never got replies from it, so it was kind of one of those where it was left in the woods, left in the dark. So to kind of go around this, I started interacting a bit more with the committee training. I interacted more with the kind of Team Leicester training day that we have for the committee roles within the sports clubs. And something we're currently running now with the Sports Council is looking at how we can make the committee training more engaging. So this can be from how we kind of produce it for our student representatives, so like how it's shown, how colourful it is, what kind of videos and stuff that come with it, and how it can be more engaging. But then also different things that could be like chat bots and stuff like that. It can just new ways of exploring how we can engage the committees even more in their training. Question numero dos. What are the current wins for each project and what have you achieved so far on your projects? Okay, so one project that I'll give an example for is Project Physio, where I'm getting physiotherapy pitchside courses for our physiotherapy students, so that they can help the sports clubs kind of with any pitchside assistance. The current wins for that project are Sport and Active Life have agreed to pay for the courses, meaning that the students will not have to financially contribute to anything. The project had around 60 plus students kind of engaged with it, which is great for a starter project that I got told a lot of the times I couldn't do. It's had really good engagement from the start. The costs for any internal processes are being led by the SU on this project. So I'm hoping to get this budgeted for the next year so that once I'm gone, or if I stay on, it will continue to pile up each year and the project itself will become more and more developed as time goes on. And then finally, the course dates have been booked for the first intake of this project so that the students go on, get the pitchside first aid course in December, ready to come and give assistance to the sports clubs in January. So what have I achieved so far on this project? So I've had clubs fill out a form, identifying whether they require physio support or not, and put this on a database associating the risk with each sport, just so I know whether they need a physio or they need further assistance or whatever they need. I presented at a physiotherapy induction for the project, just told the students a bit more about the project as a whole and got the support of the lecturers there. And then I've booked the course for December, as I said, with it all being paid out of the coaching and officiating pathway budget. For any of my other projects, feel free, because this is so much, feel free to contact me myself and I can send a kind of reply with all of this attached, or please reference, if you're on Scrutiny Committee, the answers that I sent in the update. Number dry. Can you give more detail about the next steps for each of your projects? Just like the first one, there's quite a lot I've put back in this, so if you do want the full kind of everything, get in touch or look at the old report. I'll go into Project Physio again, so the kind of next steps for this project are the course dates are all booked for the students to go on for the 9th and 12th and the 10th and the 12th. So I'll be going to that, just safeguarding for it and then kind of helping them along the way. Sort out the insurance with the SU that will cover the students. So one of the things that we're doing as part of the SU is making sure we have the insurance that will protect our students. So if they go out, do some pitchside stuff which they're qualified to do and end up having a problem with, a problem where a student has been felt unsafe or something, a claim's put in, the Students' Union insurance will cover them. And then finally, in January, have the pitchside first aiders work with the Team Leicester clubs. So that'll be the very start kind of pilot for this whole project, and I'm really looking forward to it. Question 4. What kind of opportunities and benefits will be available for clubs joining the development tier for Team Leicester? Well, I'm glad you've asked. So each club that joins the development tier will have contacts to provide development support to the club committee and team captains from the sports officer and also Sport and Active Life. There'll also be support in finding internal and external facilities when needed, with an additional Team Leicester discount applied for the facility hire. So they don't have to pay too much, which is always nice. The opportunity to apply for grant funding, which they normally have, except when you're in the development team, you can apply up to £3,000, so an additional £1,500 on what you can normally apply for. They'll be invited to attend and have opportunities to nominate and win at the Sports Awards held by Sport and Active Life. Focused communication from Team Leicester on any opportunities that may arise in the year, and the potential for the clubs to purchase the Team Leicester cookery kit. Final question. Have you investigated if existing systems could be used for communication and feedback? So at the moment, for a lot of my kind of communication and feedback, my kind of go-to piece is Microsoft Forms. What I've realised is, funny enough, students have a lot of engagement with Microsoft Forms. When you put one out there, you get quite a lot returned back. So that's the main thing that I use when I want the students to kind of project their voice and get involved with stuff, and they have a lot of feedback. A lot of the time I adopt an open door policy, so any time of the day, hopefully when I'm not in meetings, students can come in and come to the office, come and speak to me about the issues and whatnot, or even just send me an email, and I'm always replying to it. Something we're currently looking into is the Let's Chat survey for students to fill out, which will be out soon with more information on that, and there they can fill out kind of little surveys on their whole student life entirely.